we're back with another episode of Talks with Dorks. It's episode 24, and you've just got myself, Woody, and DJ Ryan S today. All right, Ryan?
I'm all right, Wood. This is been a while since it's just been me and you.
Yeah, probably since like the start, maybe. We've done a couple together.
I
Just me and you.
think, and that was before. I mean, I think the third was in the group, but not popping in. Scott wasn't even was just a bowl of sperm in his dad's nuts at the time. He wasn't even part of the team. So it's been a while since it's just been us. And I mean, mate, what do you want to talk about? As a certain man would say.
I think the last time we did this, we were talking about the Joker. The Joker trailer had just come out. It was just me and you. So you think how long ago that was? The Joker's literally out now. You've seen it. There's an episode about it on the channel right now.
Yeah, we do not need to go into it again. I'm in a good mood. I don't want to lower my mood.
So yeah, that's how long ago it was that we spoke about that. And then I'm back after, I think the last episode I was on would have been a Halloween, where I was dressed as a certain somebody.
But this is the thing where we've been so advanced with our recording. To you haven't recorded in over a month. Literally over a month. It was the second episode we recorded that. But that episode came out last week.
Yeah, and that was one of the funniest episodes, like one of the best episodes, I think, in my opinion, we've done.
It was brilliant. I listened to it the whole way home the night it come out. So good. And I was dressed as the Joker at the time I was listening, so it helped. And the good thing about that episode is that I think we kept saying it, is that what made it funnier was everyone's facial expressions in their outfits. You couldn't help but laugh at what was going on. I thought, is it my voice really husky?
No, you seem like normal.
I don't know. I feel like I sound a bit.
Now you put it on.
Yeah, now I'm putting it on a bit. I sound more Essex than ever, I think. Like, you know what I mean? Fucking come on, son. Let's get into some podcast shit.
Yeah, so it is just me and you. Scott is gallivanting off in New York.
I don't want to talk about it, to be honest, because I finally joined the bandwagon. Fuck Scott.
I'm extremely jealous.
Like, he's doing things that, like, I mean, I know I've always wanted to do. Last night he was in Broadway watching MJ the musical.
Yeah, and I've been looking at his story today, and he's posting all sorts of pictures from all around New York. It just looks so glorious.
He's getting, he totally deserves it because he works so hard at what he does, and he's good at what he does as well. And like, I mean, I don't know how much you can say about like what's going on with him there, but he's going out there to work. And as far as I know, he's gone there for a whole week, and he's only got one actual day of work.
Yeah, I need to message him because I've seen something today that they're putting the Rockefeller Christmas tree up, and how good would that be to see?
Get some content for the podcast. He'll be back by the time this comes out. And like, the day he went, you know, that Friday, when he was saying, I'm just gonna stay here, we're gonna go for lunch, and I'm gonna go to the house. I don't know about you, but was you like, get out, go look? He was like, I'm gonna have an early night. I'm like, hey, we are not the same.
He's got a whole week, I guess. He's only got one day of work. He's got a whole week.
I know, but again, I mean, I don't know if you've ever heard this story, but I went to America 6 years ago.
Oh yeah, I think I've heard it a couple of times.
I can always reference back to that because of how much it was. See, we got there, we went straight out the morning after. I woke up, and bear in mind, you think like I'd worked the night before, I was going to be tired. I should have had a long ass sleep and been up late in the afternoon because of all the time scheduling that. We went to bed about 4 or 5. I was up at 8:30, laying there, looked over. Alex is sound asleep, and I was like, I'm going to go for a walk. I just took a walk, and I walked around the corner. Like, I'm hungover, but I'm in a good mood. I walked around the corner, and I looked up, and I could just see the Hollywood sign. I was like, and right in front of the Hollywood sign, just in the distance, I could see the McDonald's golden arches. I was like, this is a good day. This is a good day. And I got a text message off Alex, where the fuck have you gone? You've better not have gone out without me. I was like, 2 minutes. I walked in with 2 McMuffins. She was like, all right, I'll let you off.
Yeah, so Scott's off there. Tony, I'm not sure what Tony's doing today, and LaFerd, no idea.
I don't even know if he can see what he's doing, to be honest. It's with LaFerd. Obviously, we're recording on a Sunday, and LaFerd can pretty much only do Tuesdays. I feel bad for him because since he changed his stuff around, we haven't recorded any times on a Tuesday, so he can be involved. Bless him.
Yeah. So I thought today we've all been really focused on content recently. I thought what better episode to do
Fucking
than
hell.
talk
And we
about
just
content.
and we
Like
just been focused on content, Ryan.
TikTok has been going crazy for you, especially. Like you had a big viral video go. Like we've all been focusing on it. It's me, Scott, Tony, and TikTok's a big talking point right now in the news. I guess you've heard about it.
Yeah, and well, obviously we're all fans of people like Santi Zat, Conman, Alan Owens Wrestling, and we've seen that it looked like last week that they were going to be completely taken off of TikTok altogether. Their content was going to be completely stopped. But by the looks of it, they're all posting again.
Well, this is, Santi put a video out yesterday or Friday, maybe, saying he believes that TikTok's going to go in January anyway, as soon as Trump gets sworn in and he becomes actual president. So he said, "What's the point of stopping now? Might as well just ride it out." That
Yeah,
was Santi's view on it. But it does seem like TikTok might be on the way out because if you lose America, you lose a lot of people
I'm
on that.
fucked. I am fucked. All my new followers. Of course, this would happen to me. This is my luck, right? I've worked so many years of just trying to do something to just be noticed because I've been obsessed with not being like, but like I've always wanted to be an entertainer and want people to see me. I finally it happened. Where does my following come from? 46% of that video that's got 2.5 million views is America and Canada. And 2 weeks after that, I don't even know how long ago that video was now, but whatever. Trump's back in power, and his first order on the bill, after basically telling all teachers it's he and her, and that's it, is to get rid of TikTok.
Yeah, that it's going to be crazy. Like the start of next year, would there be a new app emerge? Would it be something new that takes over? Because TikTok came pretty much out of nowhere. It was it Musically in the past, and then it became TikTok. Now it's become what it is. It's grown so much. But what will happen when it goes? Will it just go and then it'll be back to like the Instagrams, the YouTube?
I think that the thing is like it will not completely go, but it could be like a MySpace. MySpace
Mm,
was the biggest thing of all time, and but the only one that you think about it, the only one of these big social apps that really hit the mark and took over that hasn't survived. Facebook was the next one after MySpace. Facebook's still there. Everyone pretty much still uses it, maybe not as much.
yeah,
Instagram, boom. Instagram may be up on the rise again
yeah.
because of
I could
TikTok.
see it happening. Obviously you got YouTube. They tried to do the shorts thing. It didn't take off as well as they expected, I guess. But it's still a massive part of YouTube right now is the shorts. Will people from like with the Americans that can no longer access TikTok, will they migrate to the likes of Instagram? And it's already happening with the wrestling side. You see a lot of the wrestling content creators now posting their reactions to Instagram reels and things like that instead.
And the thing is, Instagram, and this is something we've been going on about in our group chat for like 2 or 3 weeks now, it's the collab thing. Collab is so good. I mean, we've said this. We're businessmen about this podcast, about our content. If we're not, we're not doing it right. You've got to be able to. If we're interviewing people, and obviously if we're interviewing people, every person we interview, we are lucky to get each interview. We're also very lucky that these people have a following. Some have some amazing followings, and that collab thing, you know, we're polite. We always say, "Do you mind if we ask you to collab?" and stuff like that. But that collab is allowed up to 5 people to collab on Instagram. So that's 5 people's followings that can see your video if they accept.
Yeah.
And
Okay. Do you want to explain that just briefly, just in case someone doesn't know about that? So basically, Instagram allows you to collab with up to 5 people, and then if they accept the collaboration, that post then shows up on their feed. So if you post a reel, like a minute long reel, that will show up on their reel feed. So it not only goes out to your followers, it also goes to the 5 other people who possibly collabed in that reel, which is such a good idea.
and they can. I mean, some people may want to like down the line if they don't want it on their feed because it goes literally on their page, doesn't it? It goes
Yeah,
literally as one of their posts. So some people might think, right, okay, I went on that podcast and later down the line I'll remove the tag from that because it's done what it's needed to do. But if they accept it, it's one of those things where, and they keep it on there. The longer they keep it on there, new people that find them will scroll down their posts, and potentially in a month's time, that video from last week's episode, say for example, AJ,
Mm-hmm.
someone goes down his posts in a month's time and sees, hang on, he was on a podcast. That looks quite good because we've made some very good clips that were engaging and making people want to watch it. Could then come and watch this video.
Yeah. So that, like I say, with TikTok, with Americans possibly losing TikTok, this could be a big rise for Instagram.
I think so.
But I also think there could be something new that comes from this. 2025
Well,
could bring a completely new. Someone might rethink, well, I can do that, but better. You know what I mean?
I mean, I said this before with America deciding to get rid of TikTok, and they've always had an issue because we're getting quite political on this. What the hell with that being political? With China, is it China that's in control or Japan that's in control? I think it's China.
Yeah.
And so there's always been that data protection and all that stuff with it. But yeah, we're all still on it. We don't care. We're all on it. You're one of those that accepts all cookies and all that, whereas I'm like, no.
Yeah, we
I'll
were
try
talking
and
about
keep
that
those.
beforehand.
Yeah, literally.
Yeah.
So I see everyone do. I always see people, and it makes me laugh because I'm like, I'm literally one of these who will sit there for 10 minutes just to read a 3-minute article. Nope, 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 nope. Down on the do not consent.
I'm the complete opposite. I just accept.
Yeah, and I bet every time you think about something in your head, 2 minutes later, your phone's trying to sell you it.
Yeah, it's quite good.
There's, yeah, there's a cookie to infect in your head, mate.
Jesus Christ.
I've had that in the past. I've had that in the past. I remember thinking about a Man United kit once. I remember literally thinking, I wonder what the Man United kit looks like. Because I haven't followed football and everyone. So I wonder what it looks like nowadays. And literally went on Twitter about 5 minutes later, and it was the new Man United kit was up there as the first post. Like, oh, that's weird.
Yeah, they're all listening.
Yeah. I mean, unless I was talking to myself out loud, but I don't. Well, it's likely. Yeah. But anyway, back to like with America. Part of it being that they don't want another country to control that app. You'd think they're going to go, right, well, we're going to make our own app that's exactly the same and we'll take over. But then again, without looking at stuff, hasn't Trump, okay, why are we going so fucking political? Because we talk about geek news and pop culture, and the biggest pop culture thing at the moment is that Donald Trump is back in power. I can't remember what I was saying because I'm now thinking about Donald Trump in the shower. No, but with I was looking at some videos last week, there was quite a big thing where Donald Trump was promoting Elon Musk,
Mm-hmm.
who
Vex.
owns X.
Yeah.
And a lot of people are
And
not happy with X anymore. They don't really enjoy it. I mean, even Tony's come off it, and that's like one of his favourite things when we first met him.
his whole Elon Musk's whole thing about buying Twitter was to create an app that does everything. He wants to take over everything. He's got cars. He's making robots. He's got the rockets. Basically he wants to create an app that you only need that app. You don't need anything else. So maybe you're right. Maybe that is the next step where Trump's going to take it with his best mate Elon.
And their other best mate, Putin. Fucking
We're
hell.
all fucked.
Yeah. I mean, I don't even know why we're not, like, we've all seen Terminator 2. He's literally that guy. Do you remember you've seen Terminator 2 Judgment Day, haven't you, right?
Yeah.
The black guy, Miles, is it? Where they go to his
yeah.
house and he cuts his arm off to show him, like, well, this is what you're going to like do and stuff like that. He is him. He is him from Terminator 2.
Well, like I say, he's made the robots. The van thing that he made that drives itself around, it looks exactly like it's from Terminator. Like it's like he's watched that film and gone, right, make that. Make it a reality.
It's a bit weird that, like, all the spaceship stuff that we would, like, when in the 80s, they were like, by the year 2000, it's going to be a spaceship. It wasn't. But, like, now by 2024, it's all starting to happen.
Yeah.
All the spaceship stuff. And there's, like, rumours that aliens are about to pop down all the time. I need to get that off my For You page, that on my algorithm, because stuff like that.
Stop watching the videos then.
Some telescope that's out there, some geezer, I can't remember, he's like Leon Jones or something's telescope. has picked up an alien armada on its way to Earth.
Oh,
Brilliant.
really?
Yeah, brilliant.
Fantastic end to 2024.
Ah, but the thing is, what's next? It's literally there's nothing else could happen that other than aliens or a nuclear bomb. We are really depressing.
Yeah.
What are we doing?
No,
Jesus
right. So
Christ.
you've just mentioned what's next, right? Let's go off that. We spoke about the TikTok thing now. What is next for us and Talks with Dorks? We've got some big things coming, right? We're not going to spoil everything. We've spoke about a few things in previous episodes. What have we got coming up, like in the next month, leading up to the end of the year? So we've got some big things coming, right?
It's coming fast. Obviously we're going to be doing a Christmas special. We've got to do a Christmas special, so I need everybody to make sure they've got their Christmas jumpers. I
Mm-hmm.
feel like I need a new one because I've had for like 5 years. I've had a Ghostbusters one, and I love bringing it out every Christmas. But I don't know, like it's been done. It's like my Joker thing. It's been done. It's been done quite a bit. The Joker
Yeah.
thing's
So
stop. The
we've got
Ghostbusters
a Christmas
Christmas jumper.
special coming out.
Yeah,
We've
go on.
also doing an end of year award show, right?
And best of.
Yeah, so best of everything that's happened this year. Like it's been a massive year for us. Starting in what, February was it?
February we recorded, I think. I think we recorded like last week of February and it came out first week of March.
Yeah, so like season 2 kicked off in March, and it's just we've just gone from step to step to step, and grown so much over the past 8 months, 9 months, 10 months, whatever, however long it's been. So they're the 2 big episodes we've got coming out next month. Do you
We've
want to
got
tease
some,
anything else?
well, hold on, before we get into next year, I know where you're trying to jump ahead. It's because I know you're looking at certain things you can see certain things on your screen that are there that are
I
for the
can.
future, for the future. But we've got people like the good thing is that I love the reputation we're getting of like I've had 3 or 4 comments from people that have recently joined, like watching and catching up and stuff like that. And what we generally get is what people enjoy about this, and I hope it is what people enjoy about it, is that people listen to us and they want to, when they're listening, they're trying to get involved in they want to get involved in the conversation, which I think for a podcast, that's a very good thing to do, that people are listening and we're having these conversations and that people want to go, I want to get involved while they're listening or watching.
Yeah, and
It's very good.
we want that as well. Like we want to have a podcast go out, see comments and Instagram messages and anything. Like our messages are always open. We'd love to read what your thoughts and feelings are, an answer to a question that we might have said or something topic we spoke about. Like we love reading things like that, don't we?
Yeah, and we want more of that. And like we're not in the thousands of subscribers yet, but again, this is the first year. The fact that not the first year, this is technically the third year of the podcast, but what we've done in less than a year and where we've got to, I'm very happy with it. We're always making stuff, and we've got so much stuff going forward. And the good thing is, we've got people that we've interviewed that are willing to come back and are willing to. We're making friends and connections. We keep going on about this, but we're making friends and connections. That means the future is only bigger and brighter and fun. And this
Yeah.
is what I'm looking forward to. It's just there's no part of this I look at and go, "Oh, I'm not going to enjoy that part of it. We we we're doing well. Like Kyle, the impressionist Kyle from
I really
America.
want to be on the next one with him. Really do,
He's,
because
I get a message off him at least once a week saying, when can I come back?
I watched that episode. Obviously, I had no involvement. I edited it, but I tried to not watch it, and I watched it as it come out, and I was pissing myself laughing at like the game that you played with Scott, where Scott just went into pure panic. Absolutely loved that episode. So I
I
need to
want
be
to,
on the next one.
I want to get him on with LaFerd as well, because obviously Carl's a big Power Rangers guy. That's how me and him know each other, is
Hmm.
through that video of mine, was the
Yeah,
Power Ranger one. And it, get him on, because LaFerd's obviously a big Power Ranger, so it'd be a good conversation. And it'd be a good learning curve for you as well to hear some actors and try and guess who that might be
yeah.
and Power Ranger stuff. But again, and then look at keep. I think they're mentioned in every episode since they've been on. Luke and Paul,
Luke and Paul,
consistent,
legends, man.
absolute legends. And like we said on the episode when they were on, that was me and Scott, it wasn't me and you, was it?
What I mean, no,
So
I've been on for a while with them.
that what they do and what they're able to do with stuff is where we want to aim for. So it's so good to like not only be friends with them, but be able to
Look up
aim
to.
for,
Someone to look up to, and yeah,
They're
it's
like
great.
our dads.
Yeah,
They're like
and
our dads.
we've made a slight change to the uploading schedule recently as well. Like, so the games and content are slowing down a little bit towards the end of the year, and we're possibly going to be getting an episode a week out.
You're saying that, but realistically, the games and content has gone up because it's not that.
Yeah, this is
It's
what I was about to lead on to. Yeah.
you, Tony, Scott, me, and my stupid dancing and trying to get The Rock to acknowledge me. We're all making content for ourselves, and because we're collabing on stuff, it's linking to each other. That we don't need to do the top fives and that as much as we do. We will do more because people do enjoy them. But I mean, we've got a top five coming out. Well, it'll be coming out tomorrow.
Before this episode comes out,
it'll have been out a week or so when this comes out. That we recorded in July, right?
Yeah. We had a big piece of content come out from Scott that you and Scott went somewhere recently. That's something we can discuss about because that was a very good vlog that went out on Scott's channel. But the point we're trying to make is everything we all do is all linking back to this main hub, Talks with Dorks, right here.
You're dying to get into it, aren't you? We've dropped sell. I'm sure we've mentioned it before that we are looking at building a website. And I know why you want to do it because you're already trying to plug your part of it, aren't you?
No, I don't know what you're getting at. I was linking on to you to talk about the vlog from Scott at this minute.
Oh no, but I thought you were dying to get onto the I won't say it to the listeners.
Yeah, no, I know what you're on about, but
website.
Yeah, we've got a website coming, but yeah, the whole point of the new thing we're doing, where all our content is all based around what we do here on Talks with Dorks. So I'll upload a top five on my channel, but it all links back into everything Talks with Dorks, basically, don't it?
Well, that's the thing, because like we all are into different things, and this is where we're trying to grow it. Is that yes, we're all a team of stuff and we can come together and talk, but we all do our individual things. Tony's all about the 90s. Like that guy will be stuck in the 90s until he's 90. I reckon when's he going to be 90? I don't know, like in 2070 or whatever. Yeah, like 2070. Sorry, Tony will be 90 years old. He'll be sat there in a shell tracksuit with a mohawk.
Still reminiscing about Pogs.
I was just about to say Pogs. Scott's obviously Scott's broadened his geek things with his content because that's what he wanted to do. But he's also big on wrestling. He's following it through wrestling and stuff like that. So he's aiming to do more stuff like that, but while also branching out his geekiness. I mean, fucking hell, he's in New York. Yeah. The third is doing his best to see. I think that should be his content. His vision's journey.
What could I see today?
Nope. Poor son. The thing is, we're going to feel really bad because, like, if it's they haven't fully figured out what's going on with his eyes, have they?
No, I haven't heard anything.
It would be really bad in a year's time if he's fully blind and we're like, oh no.
Yeah, we'll look back on all these episodes. I think he's been mentioned and his eyesight has been mentioned in the last 5 episodes.
The guy's only been on 2 episodes, I think. Bless him. I love LaFerd. I really do. Again, look what he brought to the team. He brought Moon to the world.
Yeah.
That's scary.
One of our best performing podcasts on the channel right now as well.
I know. Guy that's not even into like content creating or anything like that, hasn't got a following, now does, because everyone wanted to hear about Moon. Yeah. Oh, I don't even know. I mean, I want to know now. I haven't looked in ages how many views that one's got.
So while you're looking on that, let's go back to the vlog that come out on Scott's channel.
111.
under 11. You and Scott went to a small Comic Con in Basildon, right?
As
And
Vegas.
filmed quite a bit of content there. And one bit of content that's come out so far already over on Scott's channel, Scott O Club. Be linked down in the description, like all of our channels and all of our socials are. Tell us a bit about it, right? Tell us your experience, what you thought. Like,
Listen, that video was so good. Scott didn't even want to share it with our page. He just wanted to do it from his own. Bastard. No, so, yeah, obviously, me and Scott went to the Comic Con, and I think it's mentioned in the video. Obviously, I've been to some of the biggest cons in the UK, MCM, LFCC, MCon in Nottingham. This is Crete Conventions. I don't think I think I heard of them last year, maybe. I think to me they're newer, but and smaller. But they put on a great show for what they had. It was one sports hall. They usually I've been to some that have been literally like XL London. Do you know what I mean?
convention
Like,
centres.
yeah, massive convention centres. And this was one sports hall, and then there was outside some vehicles, which included an X-wing from Star Wars, which okay wasn't a full replica size. It was cool. It was actually cooler because it was like a mini replica size, but like still I can't explain it. It was a replica size, smaller, but like the actual bit where they sit in was still full size, if that makes sense.
Yeah, yeah.
There was a mystery machine from Scooby-Doo, DeLorean. They had an Ectomobile from Ghostbusters, but it wasn't a hearse. It was like a minivan. And they had loads of cool stalls and people dressed up in cosplay. And it was a small thing, but like for Scott, that was his first ever convention. So when he went in with the eyes of, wow, this is fucking cool. Like, and as you hear me say in the video, like, isn't it cool that you know you're not the geekiest person in the room, so you can nerd out as much as you can want, and someone else is nerdier because there's
Yeah.
literally someone dressed as Miss Trunchbull walking past.
I see. Yeah, that was funny. That. So as well as the vlog that was filmed, you also filmed some other things there, right? And that they'll be coming out on this channel soon.
I hope so. Yeah, I mean Scott's obviously very busy, but we also did some interviews. We interviewed the South Essex Ghostbusters. We interviewed Cardboard Colin, the guy that does these pictures.
Yep.
We also interviewed the guy that owns the DeLorean that was there and talked to him about the car, which was really cool because the first off he was kind of like, I don't know if I want to do it, and then straight away he went, no, I'll do it. So I was like, I feel like we made him feel comfortable enough that it'd be a good chat. And then we also
Yeah.
interviewed one of the other stalls, guy that sells cards, where I got the Superman cards from that I posted.
Oh
The
yeah.
really
Yeah.
cool 1980 Superman cards. So we've got them interviews coming out, and I'm really looking forward to them because again, what the idea from that was to get that content is that obviously talking about the future next year, we want to get out and do more cons and we want to get involved. And a bit of news for you, I spoke to Luke earlier and said to him, right, what do I need to do to get us involved? He said, press stuff. This should be a private conversation. Press stuff.
Probably.
You got to do this. But basically, I'm going to be sending an email probably tomorrow or Tuesday
Mm-hmm.
to get that ball rolling. I'm also concentrating this week on doing the emails to get us into like the Warner Brothers thing and stuff like that. So we're going to be doing a lot more content that's related and fun content. This is what I'm saying, like getting out there and doing things. And
Some more in real life content is basically what we've got coming next year, as well as podcasts like this. But I also had another big idea that the boys got on board with, which I was surprised with. Going to do some specials next year where we get together and we get a studio and we do some proper in real life podcasts as well, which I'm so looking forward to.
do you want another bit of news?
Go for it.
It should again probably be a private conversation. Fucking, let's let the other boys find out from here. Remember I told you my boss Sam, my friend Sam, the boss from the Garrison, the guy that owns the Garrison. The Garrison has a hotel. And I've told you this before. I'd love him to build a podcast studio. He's
You do
doing
it. Wow. So we've all got to travel to Essex then.
Yeah.
But fair enough.
Listen, he's going to set it up. Like, and I said to him because I was telling him literally last night I sat in their office with him and his wife Chelsea having like an hour conversation, and because Chelsea's got her own business, and I was telling her she does stuff with like crystals. Like these, I don't really understand. Like I think they're like meditating crystals and stuff like that. You know, like very positive energy stuff.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
I was telling her a friend of mine, Carly, does a podcast that is not crystals, but similar. She talks about positive mentality and positive talking and like a positive way of looking at life and how to get out of negative moods. And
Yep.
their episodes are 20 minutes long. They ain't like us, hour and a half, 20 minutes long. And it's nice and it's quite calming. And I was explaining to Chelsea, you should think about it. She said, yeah, but it's confidence, of doing it. She was like, how do you just talk to a microphone? I was like, trust me, it's easy.
Yeah.
So
It's not when you start, but it
no,
gets
it's
easier.
not. It's not easy. I was like, trust me, it's just you need to just plan it, don't you? You need to plan it out. And so we're going to talk about it. It could be just you. You could bring some other people on. Listen to some podcasts like yours and get ideas, make notes and do stuff. So we were talking for like an hour. I showed them the Comic Con. I sent the picture over to the group and I was showing them the
Yeah, I
Comic
see that.
Con
Yeah.
footage. And we were talking. I was saying to Sam, I said to Sam, you should come on the podcast. And he said what you said when I said about a couple of people, but I'm not geeky.
Hmm.
Why would I come on your podcast? And I went, because this is what you understand about our podcast. Talks with Dorks is that we will talk about geek news, we'll talk about geeky stuff, Batman, Superman, because we're going to get onto that in a minute. But we're also, the thing is, it's friends talking
Yeah.
about life and what you're geeky about. And this guy's sitting there telling me that he's not a geek, while literally in his office, up on the shelves, right next to him, is about 40 Disney Lego sets.
There you go.
He loves Disney.
Hmm.
I'm literally taking him to the airport next week. When I go to the airport, he's coming with us because he's going to, I think he's going to Disneyland again for business. He calls it. He calls it
Yeah.
business. But I said to
Nice.
him, "You come on," and like I said, he's got a story. Like he rose from nothing to where he is now, and he now owns. I don't even half the time I don't know how many businesses he owns, but the top three, he's got Basement Club Chelmsford, he's got Spirits, and he's got Garrison. So there's a story there that you literally started from nothing, and you're now
Hmm.
you own half of Chelmsford.
Yeah. Yeah. Exactly. Yeah.
It's a story to tell, and then talk about your geeky stuff. So we're open to having people on that's got a story to tell. That because keep going over it. Everyone's a geek for something.
Yep. 100%. 100%. I think that'd be a really good idea.
It's a really good idea. And now the good thing is, because I keep saying to him, you need to watch my podcast to understand it. Now, hopefully, it'll make a clip that will have that talking about it. I go to him, look, told you we talk about you.
Yeah. Yeah. There you go.
Geek news. Unless
Yeah.
there's anything else you want to talk about serious, and
No, that's what I was going to say. Let's get on to it. What we're actually here for, the geek news.
we've covered the politics, we've covered the downfall of TikTok, we've covered Sam coming on the podcast, where we're going with the podcast. I think people are bored of that. Let's talk some geeky shit. Right. Me and Woody have just watched the most late. I think it's been out a couple of days, and by the time we come out, it's been out 2 weeks. But we've just watched the most latest trailer for Captain America: Brave New World, and this is where we're going to start the topic because Woody had a great question, and I think Wood, your question will start the conversation of Captain America: Brave New World.
Yeah. When did Captain America change? I'm so far behind.
You were too scared to say when did Captain America become a black guy, didn't you?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not racist to say that he's black. He's a black gentleman.
Yeah. When did that change? Like, I can't remember what I would have watched last, but you said Endgame. I've not seen Endgame, so that's where.
Sorry, what?
Yeah, no, I've not seen the Endgame.
I need to have a chat with your wife, all right? Because you promised me she was a Marvel nerd, and if she
She's seen them all 4 or 5 times, but I've got gaming to be having done, not watching films. But I
oh,
will. I'm gonna get there. I'm gonna watch them.
Woody, Woody. Endgame. I genuinely thought you'd seen it, so I thought it was going to be open conversation. So,
No, no.
I can't tell you because I'm a spoiler thing. But yes, Steve Rogers is no longer Captain America. That's all you need to know. Well, you need to watch these films because, mate, I can't. If you don't know this, then there was Falcon and the Winter Soldier, a TV series. You must have heard of that.
Yeah, but I've not seen it. I
No,
don't think my
obviously, that's what
wife's
I'm
seen that
saying.
either.
Yeah, it's quite a niche one. It's quite a war-y kind of themed one, like Captain America ones. But it's basically Sam Wilson, obviously the Falcon,
Hmm.
becoming Captain America, the new Captain
Okay.
America.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
And that's all
So
I'm going
that's
to think is
is
I
that
can't,
why
can't
he's got
spoil it for you.
is that why he's got wings in the new trailer?
Yeah, because obviously
Okay.
he's not a super soldier like Steve Rogers was.
Hmm.
He injected with the super like the serum, wasn't he, to become a
Yeah.
super soldier. He's still the Falcon, but he's a Captain America Falcon. He's a new one. And that
Okay.
shot where he brings the shield down and the wings forward like a
Yeah.
shield. Oh my
Yeah.
God,
It does.
that
It
looks
does look
so
good.
good. But I
So
think
that
we've got till February to catch up.
yeah, February 14th is the predicted release date. I'm guessing. Well, that's what it says here. What I've just
Yeah,
read. So Valentine's Day.
looks like. Well, you're right. Your missus likes Marvel.
Yeah, I've got a
I'll
good
probably be going on the
good
17th.
date.
I
Yeah.
don't even know what day it falls on. I'll probably be at work. I usually am for these big events. But
Yeah,
Red
I'm
Hulk.
not sure. Red
Was
Hulk.
that,
Yeah.
was that your first time seeing Red Hulk, like in any of the clips of it?
Yeah.
So Red
I seen it
Hulk,
on TikTok this afternoon. That's why I brought it up to you, and that's why we watched the trailer. But yeah, that's the first time I've seen Red Hulk.
Red Hulk is obviously played by Harrison Ford, which, by the way, right, Mr. Harrison Ford, who we all know is a grumpy old man that doesn't even like talking about that he was in Star Wars. I mean, I think half of it's an act sometimes that he puts on,
Yeah.
but the fact that he's stepped in to become not just Thaddeus Ross, because you may not know, Thaddeus Ross, the president he's playing was General Ross. He was in earlier films. He's from like the Hulk movies, Thaddeus
Yeah. Yeah.
Ross.
Okay. Yeah.
So obviously he's changed character. I think, and I feel really bad for not knowing the guy's name, but I think the guy that played the original Thaddeus Ross passed away.
Right.
So
Okay.
they brought Harrison Ford in, but not only that, obviously it's not him in a Hulk suit, but the CGI, it looks like him.
Yeah.
The Red Hulk looks like Harrison Ford. So
It
I'm
does.
really
Yeah.
in for that. Really in for that. And that woman going, when did they become red?
Yeah. The way he changes into Hulk right at the end of the trailer as well looks really
So I
cool.
think there's parts of that transformation you're obviously not seeing.
Yeah.
There's a
100%.
lot
They
more to
always
that.
leave something out, don't they? They've done it with Spider-Man, didn't they? When that came out.
Captain America. No, sorry, Captain America Civil War. They did it as well with Spider-Man when they didn't show him in the like the two teams against each other and they're running at each other.
Yeah. Yeah.
Captain Spider-Man was CGI'd out. But I mean, what are they going to do? Blue Hulk,
Yeah. Yeah.
big Blue Hulk. It does look good, and I haven't seen Agatha all along, which again. We really need to get you catched up on this. DC's all right. We can get you to watch some old DC stuff, but the universe is starting next year properly.
Yeah,
So you
that's
can,
what I'm excited about. Like, it's a new start for DC, really, isn't it?
so
Kind of.
all we need to get you to do from now till February really is just catch up with your Marvel, and you'll basically be up to date with everything.
Yeah.
I'll give you the list. You like fucking hell. That's the problem. It was all right when it was like up to the end of Endgame, but since Endgame, where they've had all the shows and these different films, there's been almost as many films and TV shows as there was that led up to
It's
Endgame.
so complicated. Like,
And we're not even close to the Secret Wars, which ends this phase.
yeah,
Jesus.
I've got a lot of watching. I've watched some of them. I just can't remember where I stopped. And like, I've watched parts of bits with my missus, and then not watched the end of it or something. So I'll know once I watch a film. I'll be like, oh, I've seen this, not seen this part, seen this part.
But that's it. But then sometimes it's nice to refresh yourself and watch them, and I mean, I know you've probably started from Iron Man 1, but if you could do
Yeah.
it and start, because you'll enjoy the journey. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, it's just having the time.
No, of course. Yeah, I mean, instead of streaming for 4 hours, you could do 2 hours and watch a film.
Yeah, we'll see.
And if you're Aggie and like a drug addict, like, I need to stream yourself watching it.
That ban of TikTok.
No, just like talk about it while it's there, and it just have the sound.
Yeah. So is there anything else coming out or any other news?
Spider-Man 4 is going into production next year, which is good. Obviously, Tom Holland's going to return as Spider-Man. He has also expressed interest that he wants Miles Morales to be in it. Do you know who Miles Morales is?
Yeah, in the animated version, right?
You only know that because Post Malone's song's in it, don't you?
I've seen it, yeah. But yeah, it's one of my favourite songs of all time.
By the way, do you remember when you said about, let's talk about Captain America, don't make me look stupid with my question? Did I make you look
Mhm.
stupid?
Yeah,
No,
you
okay.
always do.
Did I?
No,
Did I?
I don't know. We'll let the listeners decide.
Did I make Woody look stupid by asking these questions? No, but it's just because that shocked me. Your question shocked me that when did because it was 2019 that happened. So I
Yeah,
was
but they
like,
know me by
Jesus.
now. They know
Yeah,
that I'm not fully into the
mate, I've known you
movie
your
stuff.
entire life, and I didn't realise you were that behind.
Yeah,
So, right, stuff coming out. Spider-Man. Tom Holland has expressed that he wants Miles Morales to be in Spider-Man 4, or not even not Spider-Man 4, but going forward, because he's now technically, it's so weird to think it that he's been playing Spider-Man. And when did Captain America Civil War come out?
don't know. I can find that.
2000, yeah, 2016. I feel like it might have been before that. Civil War.
2016. Yep,
2016. So
2016.
8 years he's played Spider-Man. I thought it was 10,
Hmm.
but 8 years. I suppose if you count when that film was probably filmed, it's probably 9 years. So he's played that character for so long that he still looks the same age. He still looks really young.
He does. Yeah.
But he's technically, he's Spider-Man's growing up quickly, so he'll be able to take on a mentor. But Kevin Feige's also come forward and he was talking about. I also like it, Kevin Feige, rather than being very secretive, he's kind of doing similar to what James has done, James Gunn's done in Drips and Drabs by giving us little bits of information where it's always been a secret. James
Yeah.
Gunn's very much like, yep, I'm bringing crypto in. I'm bringing this. Yep, you're going to get to see Batman versus, you're going to get all this, you're going to get all that. Kevin Feige's kind of gone, Miles Morales, he's got another Spider-Verse movie to do. Then I'll be very interested in bringing him into live action.
Apparently, around July, we're looking at for the new Spider-Man, which is not
It
far
got
away. Because,
delayed, I believe.
yeah, that'll come around quick though. The way like these months fly by.
Mate, we've got so much coming up next year. Like very, very soon, we're going to get the Spider-Man. Why am I talking about Spider-Man? Sorry, Kal-El. We're going to get the Superman trailer.
Yeah.
I've got to do a live reaction on that because I know it's going to get me. And the Christopher Reeve
I
documentary.
was just about to say this. When is this dropping? That's dropping soon, right? Or is it
You're
out?
joking?
Is it out?
I think it's already gone from the cinemas.
Has it?
Yeah, I couldn't
Oh.
find it on listings.
I was
And I'm
waiting
really
for you to tell me that you'd been to see it, so I feel like, oh right, it's time for me to go see it.
Yeah, because they're already promoting this. It's on digital.
Is it?
So I need to
Yeah.
check, but I can't find it on digital, so I think it might be digital in America.
That'd have been great to go see.
Yeah,
Mhm.
I'd be very gutted if it's only had a 2 week release because I haven't been able to do it. It's only been on a Monday,
Right.
and Monday I'm babysitter.
Yeah.
I'm dad. I'm
Yeah.
dad on a Monday. And yeah, so I'll be very gutted if I've missed that opportunity to see it. But then at the same time, if I can watch it at home and not have to try and find time because it's only on a Monday, I need to see it because, like,
At least you can cry in your own living room.
yeah, but I'll still record myself crying. I did with the Power Ranger thing when that Power Ranger thing came out and they did the thing for Jason David Frank.
Yeah.
You really go. Oh.
Yeah. So you were bringing out. You were speaking about Superman. What was you going to say about that?
Superman trailer is going to be dropping. Last I heard was 6 weeks, and that was a couple of weeks ago. So by the time this comes out, it might either be
Could be
out
there.
or it's coming out. So
Might be able to do a reaction to that then as well.
oh mate, I'm in for that. In for that. If we could get some of us doing it together on here, we could.
Yeah.
I doubt it because I won't be able to wait till like 9:30 at night for it.
Me and you can do
If
it.
it's out. Yeah, if it's out, it's out, and I'm watching it. Mate, I'm so excited for this new world of DC. Creature Commandos, the animated series, is coming very soon. I don't know if it's coming here soon. I think it's December. It's dropping in America, so I don't know whether it's coming. But that's a group of like creatures that are in the army, basically, from DC. So that's like the first thing. Then we've got again Superman next year. I can't believe we're getting a new Superman. And
So, is that the first thing under James Gunn that's coming out then? Other than
well, technically, and Troy, Captain Tempest pointed this out. technically the first thing under James Gunn officially is the Christopher Reeve documentary.
Yeah.
And it's amazing that he's chose to honour the past and one of, if not the biggest part of the past of DC.
Yeah. Straight away, like first release.
First, before I quote myself wrong, first biggest superhero movie. Can't think of anything. I'm lying. Batman 1966. But like big budget superhero movie.
Yeah,
I would say Superman. He was also the very first ever superhero. So, you know, man, this is going to be good. And the fact that I've gone on about so much that suit, and I'm convinced after speaking to Troy, because you remember me sending the picture of the cosplay? I was like, oh my God, there's only 140 quid for this new Superman costume.
Yeah.
Well, the company that was selling it, I vouched with Troy, Captain Tempest. He said they're pretty good. So,
gonna get yourself a new suit.
I'm not going to spend money on a cosplay. Oh, I am.
Perfect for the cons next year.
Oh.
Now he's got his brain cocked.
No, because no, it was in the Comic-Con video, in it, where we talk about you being Robin.
Yeah. I was like, fucking Robin of all people.
I was just thinking to myself, I couldn't remember, because I've watched it recently, if that was that or when we recorded with AJ, which you haven't seen yet. So I was like, oh, I don't want to spoil it for you. But yeah,
no, it's in the vlog.
I think you made a great Robin.
Fucking Robin.
Yeah, but who did I say? Was I going to be Batman or Superman?
Superman. Scott said he'd be Batman, I think.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Who's Tony?
Lex Luthor.
Oh yeah. He said that 'cause he's bald.
Yeah. And the third is Deathstroke, because
Back to the third.
Poor sod. That poor bastard.
His eyesight has had more mentions than he's been on the podcast. Oh, fucking love you.
Mate, I can't believe we've been rambling on, and 90% of this podcast, this is what it's going to be. We've got to come up with a title of the podcast. It's got to be do something to do with the third sight. Can you see me coming? Oh, we can. I'm just looking. Did I see anything else on these sites about superhero stuff I haven't spoken about? Oh, mate, I tell you something you need to watch that I've just caught up with. Yeah, I take it, obviously, again, and this isn't a dig because you've never watched any of like the Arrow shows, Arrow, Flash. They are worth a watch. They are very much worth a watch, because, I mean, one of the biggest reasons is that they did, technically, them shows did the first multiverse big special, like before Marvel started going into it, before DC did it in the movies. They did Crisis on Infinite Earths, which in the comics is one of the biggest multiversal comics for DC.
Mm-hmm.
They did it, and they were like, they nodded back to certain things, like opening, you saw different Earths, and you saw, including, there's a guy called Knox who's a reporter in Batman 89, the one with Michael Keaton. Like, you see him reading a newspaper about Batman, pulls it down, you see it's him, you see the signal, and he's like, go get him, big guy. So you see Michael Keaton's world. You see Burt Ward, who played Robin in 1966, walking Ace the Bat Dog down on Earth 66.
Yeah.
They also, during it, go back to Smallville, and you see Tom Welling. And yeah, there's a lot. And then one of the biggest parts of it, Brandon Routh. Did you ever see Superman Returns?
Yeah, I think I've watched it with you, to be fair.
Yeah, more likely. So that's Superman, Brandon Routh. He only had the one movie. And, you know, there was a lot of people like, they liked him, but the problem was the movie wasn't as big spectacle. It was Lex Luthor was the bad guy, and the big evil of it was what?
What year did that come out? I think I watched that in America.
2006.
I did. I watched that in America, in the cinema in America. Like, I had a full American experience to watch that film.
Nice. And everyone cheering and clapping that.
Yeah. I was quite young, but yeah, it was a weird experience.
Your dad told me this. I remember him telling me that he was like, at the end of the film happened, and everyone started cheering and clapping. He said it was the weirdest thing. Everyone got really excited.
Yeah, we all sat there. You could tell we were English because we just sat down. Everyone stood up. It was like, Yeah, but that. So yeah, I watched that film. Talking about that, I watched that.
That would have been Florida, right?
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
yeah.
But do you remember what area you stayed in?
Um, downtown Disney, near downtown Disney. So like, I can't remember what place it's called, but yeah, it's near.
You were young. It was you'd have been
Yeah,
10 then, wouldn't you?
near downtown Disney. Yeah, can't think of what the name is called.
Nice.
Place is
So
called.
yeah, obviously that one's the one where basically the biggest, toughest challenge for him is that he has to lift the kryptonite planet out into space, and he nearly dies.
Yeah,
So it wasn't like, we've seen Lex Luthor. We're starting to get to the age where they're getting bigger bad guys, where he should be going up against a Brainiac or a Darkseid or a Doomsday, because
yeah,
they're
yeah.
big fights for him. So he was meant to have a sequel. Ironically, was going to be called Man of Steel, which was then the name of Henry Cavill's film, but it never happened because it didn't perform as well as it was meant to. They then the guy who plays in Brown and Ralph is in the Arrowverse as Ray Palmer, the Atom,
Okay.
but they go to another Earth where they meet him as Superman, and he's in a newer suit. It's the Kingdom Come suit, which is like a darker, like the S instead of yellow, it's black in the background
Oh right, yeah, yeah.
because
Right.
he's been tormented and loads of bad stuff. Basically, spoilers alert, but everyone he knows has died. Like Lois, everyone has died, so he's sad.
Yeah,
So you get to see him. He gets his comeback to be Superman, and he looks fucking amazing,
yeah.
like Edge. So whoever watch, but the whole reason I rambled on about that for 10 minutes was because of Superman and Lois, which is connected to Arrowverse, but is kind of its own thing. It's a bit. I've watched the first season; it was good, and then started watching the second, and just stopped watching it. So I've just caught up with it all, and I'm up to the end of season 3. Season 4 hasn't come out here yet, but it's really stressing me out because I'm hearing how good it is, and it's all over TikTok, clips of it.
Oh yeah. So you're trying to avoid spoilers.
Yeah, but this show, right? Like Tyler Hoechlin, who plays him, he is unbelievably good as Superman, and like some of the shots and some of the like scenes, like there's a scene I see him where he's up in the sky and looking down at and like looking for trouble, listening because of his superhero and stuff like that, and the camera just pounds around him, and genuinely I was sitting there going, that looks like that motherfucker is really up in the fucking sky flying. It
Yeah.
looks so good, like the camera, like the way it looks, like the 4K look of it all and the high definition. I mean, I'd still look at Superman with Christopher Reeves looking fucking amazing and looking good when he flies, but this is next level, and he's so good as the character. So that's something. Fucking hell! But at the end of
So
this, just Woody's list.
when's that new season dropping over here then? Do you
I don't
know
think
yet?
it's been announced. No,
Oh, okay.
I don't think it's been announced. Not last time I checked, anyway.
It's a shame
That's
that
stressful.
it comes out in different places, different times. Because, like I say, you're seeing spoilers, and
But
it's
that's
so
the
hard to avoid.
down thing for because obviously with Disney and Marvel, that's the one good thing you got. It always comes out the same day because of Disney Plus.
Yeah.
HBO, which were to do with Warner and stuff like, they did have an app, but it was only America.
Yeah.
So we generally get this stuff late. I mean, obviously there are ways you can go and watch it, but that's getting a lot harder.
VPN.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's getting a lot harder to do. And I mean, I might be the one that sits there and rejects all the cookies and that on a thing, but 45 adverts,
Yeah.
mate, some of them adverts that pop up. I remember once I was watching I went to watch something, and my niece Jaden was sitting like there. We were going to watch, I don't know, like say like Mr. Bean or something, and I went on a website to get it because it wasn't on Netflix or something. I clicked on the thing, and a pop-up popped up. Right, it was just a vagina. It was full on. The whole, like my 40-inch screen was
For
just a
fuck's sake.
vagina. Jaden screamed, "I'm now looking like pervy uncle." She doesn't understand at her age, does she? That there's a
No.
reason why there is just a vagina popping up on the screen. Oh no. Oh no.
Hell. I know
Absolutely.
exactly what you mean.
Right.
So we spoke about. I've got one more thing just to round off this episode. We spoke about what's coming out next year, what we're looking forward to. Is there anything that you're going to see that's out now? Maybe going to cinema to see soon. Because
There is much. Go on.
there's one thing I want to go see that's just dropped recently. Is the red one
Oh,
with
fuck
The
off.
Rock. Really, I want to go see that.
Are you taking the piss? Are you actually taking the piss? Bringing
No,
this.
that's one thing I want to go see. And then my missus is dragging me to see Wicked next
Mate,
week.
guys, your question. The Wizard of Oz. Did you watch that as a kid?
Yeah.
Did you enjoy it when you were a kid?
No.
You're gonna hate
Probably.
Wicked.
Probably did. But
Yeah, but you were a kid, right? You remember that film and the fun and the fantasy of it. Like when you think about it, obviously I haven't seen the film, but I've seen the play, and I went with an ex. Took her because she really wanted to go see it, and I come out of it going, that was amazing.
yeah.
It was phenomenal. It's such a good story, such a good story. And obviously this is a two-part film, I believe.
Yeah, thank you.
I really want to go see it, and if I get time, but so like. Come on, as a kid, you must have watched. I mean, I suppose you're 10 years younger, but like, when
Yeah,
that
well,
come out,
I would have seen it.
yeah, I mean, it was such a. I mean, did you ever
Obviously,
see Return to Oz?
yes.
That's fucking petrifying.
Yeah.
The one with the things with the wheels on their arms.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
That thing is fucking freaky as hell. I
Yeah.
shit myself the first time I watched that film. But the original Wizard of Oz, that's what I mean. I came out of that play thinking, man, I forgot how much I actually really enjoyed the Wizard of Oz as a kid. I used to watch it on repeat. I had it on VHS. I used to watch it all the time. I loved that film. And
Yeah.
like the film looks beautiful.
Does look good.
Like it looks like what Oz is meant to be pictured as. It's a beautiful place,
Yeah.
the Emerald City. And what's good, like that's spoiling. What can I say? That's not spoiling it. Obviously, do you remember about the Wizard of Oz? You've got the green bad witch, and then you've got the good witch, haven't you? The one that comes down in the bubble.
Yeah.
This story actually shows you that realistically, it was the other way round.
Yeah.
She was a good guy. She was my way of putting it, she's basically like a mean girl at school. Do you know what I mean? That's what it's like. But it shows you how it gets to what we got through in Wizard of Oz.
Yeah, I'm quite looking forward to going to see it. I say my missus really wanted to go see it, so that's what we're going to go do next week. But
So
then,
you did just bring up Red One just to piss me off, yeah?
no, that's one thing I want to go see like in the next month, leading up to Christmas. But yeah, I knew it'd get a reaction from you.
So, Dwayne, if you're listening, all right?
Yeah, what is this, day 5, day 4?
This is day 5 technically now, but I haven't done a video. I was like, because I just wanted to rethink, because I don't want to feel like I'm doing the same stuff every day with it.
Use this.
Use this. This will be day 5. So, if anyone that hasn't seen my TikTok and you don't know who the fuck I am and watched it, so let's put it bluntly, I've been a fan of The Rock for 24 years. Go watch the TikToks, you'll see it. I've had different opportunities over the time. Well, not had opportunities, but there's been times where I could have met The Rock, my idol, and I haven't because things have happened. I'll use the biggest example I always think of. Fast and Furious 6 was being filmed 10 minutes from my mum's house. At the time, I was working in Greece. My mates were literally going there to meet The Rock, and he was chatting to them. They've all got pictures with him, and I was working in Malia, getting partying. Come on, like, and other things. So I've now started a thing on TikTok because last week I got asked to go to see Red One, the multimedia screening, and there was rumours before that Rock was going to be there, and then my friend who invited me to go, Keith, then messaged me saying that there's rumours he's here.
What was you doing instead? Filming this?
I was recording, no, but that wasn't the plan. I was recording an episode that night, but I was being that because the other half was at work.
Yeah.
So I couldn't have gone. Like, do you remember how I've struggled with Fridays?
Yeah.
Because she works Fridays and I get home at 5, get sleep at 6, have to be up to take the kids to school. She's like gradually changing to Tuesday. That was the first Tuesday. Not a fan. I think I'll stick to Fridays.
Yeah. No sleep Fridays.
Yeah, I'd rather that than missing the chance to meet The Rock. But yeah, now I'm basically every day I'm quoting The Rock and trying to get him to come at me and tell me he loves me and he appreciates me. Realistically, businessman in me, if he texts me and says, what would you like from me? What would you like? I'm like, 10 minutes. interview for my podcast because I'm all about this podcast. I'm not like the rest of these fuckers that are all about making themselves famous. I'm all about the fuck podcast.
Please keep this going, though. Don't stop it. Even if it
I've got
takes 2 years, like, just keep going.
I'm gonna. I'm gonna choose Sunday to be a day off of doing it to come up with some. I've got some ideas, but like yesterday's one where I did the It Doesn't Matter one. The next spoiler alert, next one I was gonna do, I wanted to do a promo of his, a full promo. The one I come up with was the Billy Gunn promo,
Oh, yeah.
which is It Doesn't Matter. I was like, fuck.
Yeah.
So
It's
I've
all
got
right.
to
You're
figure
going to
some
have to
ideas.
reuse some at some point.
Oh yeah, but I don't want to do it so early.
Yeah.
I'm going to do movies. There is a chance I'm going to be doing the rap from Moana.
Oh, yes. Yes. I forgot about how you do that as well.
What? But brother, come on. Well,
Yeah, I know you. I know you've seen it on karaoke, but I
yeah,
forgot that that's a possibility that you could be having that on TikTok as well.
I know. Well,
love
kid,
it.
honestly, I could go on and on. I'm not going to do it now. Spoilers. Watch it on the fucking TikTok. At that note, Wood, what are you thinking? Time to say goodnight?
I think so, mate. I think it's been a really good podcast.
I've
I'd
really
like-
enjoyed it. And by the way, I didn't say it. I'll say it to you now. Really fucking good opener. Really good. Most confident opener I've seen from you ever.
Content creator now. That's what I am.
You
That's
are
what I do.
literally, you're like, let's open up 2 weeks ago. Woody was about to give everything up. He was going to go into a shell, but now he's come back with a fire. He's wearing tight tops. I don't know what's going on here. When I first come on and I see you on the screen, I thought it was Danny Zuko from Greece. You sexy motherfucker.
Thank you. But yeah,
You
it was a really good episode. Enjoyed what we spoke about. Hopefully everyone else enjoys it. What are your
Even-
socials?
Even the Trump talk.
Yeah, even the Trump talk.
He's in. I'm at the DJ Ryan S on absolutely everything. I'd prefer you to go to Instagram and follow me there because TikTok may be on the way out, and I'm doing all right on TikTok.
Yeah, mine is at iWoodyHD on everything. Simple as literally same on everything, which is easy. And then the podcast at Talk Dork Podcast on all socials, or if you're searching on Spotify, Talks with Dorks, or if you're searching for YouTube, Talks with Dorks, you find us. Easy. Spotify
Make
now has
sure-
video as well. A lot
Yeah,
of people
make
still
sure
don't
you
know that.
subscribe and follow. We're going up. We need more reviews. I know you're watching and you're just not subscribed yet. Just press it. You'll find out when stuff's coming out. Is there anything else that we might want to talk about that quickly, we always should say at the end?
Um,
Don't forget, if you're a card collector and you
Oh,
want
yeah.
to get your cards graded, you get a special discount just with us at treefrodgrading.com. What do they need to put in, Woody, to get the code at the discount?
at TWD15 at checkout, and that will get you 15% off. And if you use it with their discounts that are already on there, you'll get that on top of the discount that's already on the website. So you have to do that. It's such a bonus.
So if you go to get 10 cards graded and they've got a bundle deal for getting 10 cards graded, whatever that bundle deal gets lowered to, you get another 15% off with us. That, mate, is great.
Yeah.
And I've started convincing my friend James, you know that one?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's already eyeing it up. He's eyeing it up to go
Good.
to graded. See, it worked.
And we'll do a
Love our
catch up with
friends.
them as well. So we'll do a catch up.
Yes, we are. Loads more stuff to do. All right.
See you later.
See you later.